Yo, and welcome to Feedback Friday. Today's video is brought to us by Kanoa Utler. Kanoa shot a wedding video with 3 iPhones. There were 3 of us shooting this, and a Sony a6500, Sony a6300, 2 Comer lights, 1 standard Phantom 3 drone. It's a Snapchat and Insta story themed wedding, so all of the shots were taken accordingly. Very interesting. Let's check this out. Wow. I like it.
You know when I come back, you know what it look like. Everything lit, all the girls in free. Everybody inside, sipping on a good time. You ain't got a wrist thing.
Very unique. I love it.
They know all my money show. I don't ever get it one way. Yeah, spinner then I get it same day. But
Yeah, music is sweet. I'm feeling the vibes. Love the idea already of the Insta Story Snapchat theme thing going on here. Tell the split screen, super creative. First thing I'm noticing is a very overexposed shot. So this kind of stuff, guys, if you shoot a shot like this, you should be able to see this in your camera that this isn't exposed correctly. That there's a lot of blown out highlights on our subject. The subject is these hands right here. That's our main subject, and we can't even tell the distinction between the fingers. So 2 things. If you see a shot like that you've shot that's super important, immediately re-expose and reshoot it. Just tell the bride, I'm sorry, can I redo that one more time? There's something you can lie to them, say, you know, maybe don't lie to them, but reshoot that, re-expose, get it right. Or if you're in post and you see that shot, just don't use it. Admit it altogether. I use about 5% or less of the shots I take into the final video, which means I'm shooting a lot of options, first of all, but then second of all, I'm only choosing the best of the best. So even if a shot was a really well composed, awesome content, but I exposed it like that, I cut it out. It's not worth putting in a shot like that. Even if it's a good shot and you're like, dang it, I really wanted that. You should know that on set and make sure to reshoot it. But if you didn't catch it on set, I would just go without it, because to me, shots like these make your films look less professional, which then will lead to people not hiring you to shoot more. It's all about that production value, guys. If you want to up your prices, you got to up your production value as well. By the way, everything else is looking exposed nicely up until that point. Love the dancing. Very playful, very fun. Now, I've talked about in past Feedback Fridays not to have quick cuts and transitions in a wedding video, but that really only applies if the music is slow. So to me, it's just about matching up your music with the editing style. So this one's obviously a very upbeat, very fast-paced song, and so you would want to edit accordingly. So even though it is a wedding video, it's styled differently. The footage looks different. It's a lot of dancing and fun, happy things happening rather than a lot of romantic walking around and beautiful gardens. So depending on the footage, guys, should depend on what song you choose, and then depending on the song you choose should depend on what your edit looks like as far as pacing goes. I would potentially throw in some audio of people clapping. I haven't noticed any sound design, is what I'm saying. So that's one thing I feel is missing, especially if I see someone clapping and I see an event like this where they're getting married and there should be an audience there celebrating. I would love to see some sound design in there. Hopefully you're capturing that while you're there, but if not, then at least some fake sound of people cheering.
tell me what it's gonna be when they wanna go. They know I'm on money show. I don't ever get it one way. Yeah, spin it and I get it same day, but hey, I didn't come here.
All right, watch our white balance here. This is a reoccurring theme in wedding videos, but videos in general that I've been doing feedbacks on. Wedding videos tend to have pretty poor lighting at reception venues. This footage looks very green to me. And I've talked about this in the past, but this can easily be fixed in post, but ideally you'd be getting that as close as possible in camera. Adjusting your white balance, you got to bring that down. I'm guessing those lights were 2800 Kelvin and he was shooting at maybe 3200 Kelvin. So you just got to bring that down probably to 2500 Kelvin to help match this scene a little bit better. And then also playing with your tint between the greens and the magentas. So too much green, too much warmth in this image, and the lighting's bad, I understand that. And so sometimes you just have to really manipulate your camera or do it in post to change these colors to look a little more natural. Especially mixed with footage at different times of day or in different locations, this footage is much better white balance. So when you go from that to this, they look like completely different videos almost. And so that's what you're trying to do, is at least make the colors consistent throughout the video so that people don't feel like something's off between those two, but there's at least some continuity in color.
I didn't come here to stay.
Nice, like that flip and open shot. Very engaging edit. I love the upbeatness of it all. Love the split screen. Love the high energy action shots you're capturing of people celebrating, dancing, laughing. It's a lot of great footage captured here, a lot more than I usually see on wedding videos. So I'm assuming, one, because you had a lot of cameras rolling, but two, you're just capturing a lot of footage, and that's awesome. Lots of emotion, I love it. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. Talking about the cake while she's eating cake. Perfect. Love it. All right, Kanoa, awesome. Overall, I thought it was an amazing edit, amazing idea, super creative. Quality's obviously going to lack a little bit when it's a wedding based off of, video shot on iPhones, but as much as you can do to control the quality with the DSLRs you're shooting. I could tell when you were going back and forth between a DSLR and an iPhone, and obviously your A6500 shots looked a lot better. One of the shots specifically, I wasn't sure if it was an iPhone, but the one super overblown shot of her holding the flowers, that kind of stuff you can control, at least omitting those types of shots that are poorly exposed and whatnot out of the edit to make it feel higher production. And then obviously color matching throughout can also help bring up that production value as well. But overall, great job, Kanoa. I thought it was amazing. If you guys have any further questions for me or Kanoa, please let us know.